Here is my contribution to a Valentine's Day party we had today. We're going to start off with a sheet pan. Go ahead and oil that sheet pan very thoroughly. You want to make sure to put at least 3 tablespoons of oil on it. This will help you to be able to get this out of the pan. You will need a box of graham crackers. I used about 15 graham crackers without breaking them, and then I used one to fill in the bottom part of the pan. You want to make sure to fill the pan up with the graham crackers. Now we are going to set that aside. You will need a medium-sized pan. Drop 2 sticks of butter in that pan. Turn your stovetop eye on to low to medium. While that butter's melting, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You will need 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and you're going to slowly drop it into the butter. Be careful, that butter's hot. And then we are just going to mix this up. You can walk away from this, but you'll want to stir it occasionally. And then once it starts to boil, just like this, you are going to allow it to boil for 3 minutes, and I did set my timer for that. Once it has boiled, you are going to work quickly here and pour it on top because it hardens really quickly. Making sure to coat the crackers the best you can. If you don't get some places coated, that's okay. Now we're going to pop it in the oven for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you'll get this out of the oven. And again, you want to work rather quickly on this because it's hot and we need it to stay that way for a few minutes so we can melt some chocolate. Now, I did use almond bark and I melted it and I poured on top, but you can use the chocolate chips or the white chocolate chips. That works best, but this is all I had, so this is what I did. Peanut butter or butterscotch chips work great too. And this is the fun part. You can make this however you want to. I did half of mine in almond bark, the white almond bark, and then I put chocolate chips on the other side. You will need a spatula to smooth those chocolate chips out. You can decorate this with whatever your heart desires. Since it was Valentine's Day, I had some red sprinkles that I just put on top of this on the white almond bark. And those red sprinkles do not show up on chocolate. So I put that on that side. And then on the other side, I put just a little bit of food coloring in my almond bark. And by the way, if you do that, your almond bark will thicken and you cannot just drip it on there. So what I did is I just dropped it and started just taking my spoon and swirling it around in the chocolate. That worked out great, by the way. But then I found these red and pink M&Ms and I just sprinkled them right on top. This looked so festive, by the way. Check it out. And then once you've got it decorated, you're just going to put this in the freezer or the refrigerator for at least about 30 minutes or so. I put mine in the freezer. And after 30 minutes, we are going to pop this right out of that sheet pan. You will need a spatula for this, and you can see how easily it popped out. That is why you want to make sure to oil that sheet pan. And then I just used my spatula, broke it in 2, and then you just start breaking it. Guys, this went over really well. I don't care where I take this for Christmas or Valentine's Day or whatever holiday. And you can even give this as a gift to people. But people love this. It is addictive, I will say that. I hope all of you have a happy Valentine's Day. Y'all be good.